Hey, you guys, how's it going? All right. I'm glad to see that we've already got some of you guys here in the chat box going on. I tell you what, this week has been insane. I love how, so Junie's asking how everyone else's writing is going, and I cannot agree with Bobby more. Absolutely grown. I think that's kind of how a lot of us are feeling, but at the same time, I feel like that's kind of how it goes every single NaNoWriMo. We've constantly, every year, there's like stuff that gets just insane. It goes crazy. So sweet. We've got Caitlin from Canada. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm in Texas, in case you guys are new to this channel. I'm Funky Like Feathers. And yeah, we've got some prompts here that we're going to be working on tonight. We've got some writing sprints that we're going to be doing together. I'm going to remind everybody to get something to drink, right? Like, how many drinks do you have on your table right now? Because I have hot chocolate and then I also have water. I'm down to 2 beverages right now. So, and I love knowing what everybody else is drinking. So let me know what's on your desktop because goodness gracious, stay hydrated, y'all. All right. So I usually do like 15-minute sprints to kind of get going. I feel like things longer than that just last a little too long. And like 10 minutes isn't enough. It's just not enough, right? So, and it's always kind of cool to know how many people are being NaNoWriMo rebels this year. Now, if you don't know what a NaNoWriMo rebel is, that means that you're not doing the traditional writing 50,000 words. So that can mean that you're editing. That could mean that you are like journaling, so you're still writing 50K, but it's not a traditional story like most people are. Oh my goodness, Junie here at the Colorado Public Library. Awesome. You are in my region. That is awesome. I love to see people around here. All right. So, I love seeing everybody. Celia, California. Awesome. Love it. You guys, y'all are from everywhere. Welcome to my channel. Get cozy, get warm, heat up your hot chocolate, heat up your coffee. How many times have you heated up your coffee today? How many times have you refilled your water? Let's be honest. How many of you guys have actually refilled your water? So let's see. Oh, Hannah. Hello, everyone. Hand pink waving first time here. Well, welcome, Hannah. I'm glad you're here. All right. So I've got a nifty little bag right here. It's a Blanton's bag, because it happens, y'all. So let's see. An accidental nano rebel. I meant to write a novel, but I ended up journaling and writing short stories instead. I love that. There's something, though, about November. Like, honestly, I've done it before, too, where you kind of start writing and then it ends up being journaling because you've got so much on your head and you just have to brain dump. Right. And so you just start writing to get it out of your head and then you realize that you've got like thousands of words on the page. It works. And especially because we do prompts and stuff. Yeah, you can end up with a bunch of really cool short stories. Let's see. I actually think we may live in the same neighborhood. I saw your profile pic in relation to our little free library. Oh, I know where you are. Yeah, you know exactly where I am. Let's see. All right, working on writing a first draft, running in and out of ideas. Oh, let me tell you. Okay, so this little bag of goodies has random prompts, one of which is in my hands, right? These prompts, let me tell you, I collect them like throughout the year, and then I just randomly put them together. Now, they're all appropriate, okay? And that's not always easy because there's a lot of like memes and goofy stuff that you see out there and you want to use it, but as an ML, I don't. So I put those aside. Instead, I use ones that are appropriate. And I put these out here. Let's see. Oh, Walton, you got 13,936 words so far. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Junie, don't worry. Hey, 9,786 words is 9,786 words more than you had on day one. Okay, something to appreciate. Absolutely. Just trying to meet my word count for the day. I have about 700 left. Ooh, Hannah, you got this. You got this, Hannah. Come on. You can get 700 in an hour. Let's do this. So you guys, I saw this picture. It was adorable. Okay, so this is going to be our first little prompt. And I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. So pull up your writing program, whatever it is that you're writing on today, if it's Scrivener, if it's Microsoft Word, if it's Google Docs, if it's whatever the other ones are. I don't even know. There's tons of them. So pull up your word processor of choice that you have decided to utilize, and let's see what your prompt is today. Yeah, okay, so see, like blue RK9, dude, 9K is a lot. I got 2K still. Like, seriously, you guys, so many words, writing all the words. I love it. This is a very cute prompt. So for those who can't see it or won't be able to see it on the camera, it is a little guy. We're talking somebody who's maybe like 14 months old next to their furry little friend in the kitchen on the tile, and they both have a super big smile on their faces. This is a super adorable photo. So this is, I don't know who these people are. I don't know this child. I do not know this dog, but you can take anything that you see in this. You can use the fact that they're in a kitchen. You can use a fridge, a cabinet, a little kid, a diaper, a little dog, smiles, giggles. You can use anything that you see in relation to this as a jumping off point for a prompt for whatever you want. All right. So it's just a fun idea. It's whatever you want, right? However you want to utilize that. You can actually have it where like it's an evil baby and maybe it's an evil dog with like a crazy smile. It's like a skinwalker. Like, do whatever you want. Okay. That's not up to me. It's completely up to you. Yeah. So yeah, see, I don't know how much you can see. I have no idea. So I'm going to describe it for you. All right. And again, to kind of list some of the things to look for on here, because again, you can use any aspect. If there's a tile floor, it's a kitchen, right? So there's a tile floor. You could even talk about somebody laying tile. I don't know. There's also a food bowl in the background. There's a food bowl right by the fridge. And I think that's like a bone. I think that's a dog bone on the floor in the background too. I mean, when I say I look at every single little detail, I'm not kidding, okay? Because you can use anything from that as a prompt, as a jumping off point. So let's start a 15-minute sprint. We're going to get a sprint here. We're going to get some words out of our head. Yeah, a fluffy dog. Think about names, right? Think about names for the dog too. Okay, so I'm going to get a 15-minute timer going. Everybody, warm up your hands. Get them ready, right? Like crackle your fingers. All right, here we go. 15 minutes on the clock. We're doing it. Ready, set, go.
10 minutes.
5 minutes. One minute. All right, time is up. All right. How'd you do? What was your word count? What you got? All right. Not too bad. I got 906. 906. That's not a bad round. Ooh, 203. Well done, Caitlin. Jen, 360. Rock on. I love the fun numbers like that. 360. It's how many degrees all around. Gotta love it. 278. Celia, nicely done. You guys. We're getting hundreds of words we didn't have when we got here. I'm so excited. Danielle, 271. Sweet. About 400 words, which is not bad considering I'm at work. Oh no, you guys stuck at work. Hannah, 253. Rock on. Junie, so it spurred me on to work more on my story. Now you're up to 1,001. I love it. Yes. Ooh, CT Wood 516. Nicely done, you guys. Seriously, well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Nicely done. Love it. Ooh, I guess I should turn off this banner. Oh, there we go. All right. Sweet. Okay. There's something about like doing a sprint and you just know that you can just focus for those few minutes and then you're done, right? Like those words are in. Okay, now don't forget to update the Nano site. How many of you guys have forgotten already to update your word count on the Nano website? Has it happened yet? Have you already forgotten? It's okay. You can be honest. It's okay. I was doing so well last year. I think I made it to like day 21. And they say that it takes 21 days to like hone in a habit. So you would think that at that point I had like locked in the habit of logging my Nano words. And then day 22, I forgot to log my words. It was so messed up. Every single year I try to get that one ridiculous little badge on the Nano website that says that you logged your words every single day. Every single year I try to do that. Y'all, it has been 5 years. Guess how many times I've gotten that badge? Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, nope. Updated at 12:59 one day. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, my mug. Okay, yes. A Kraken romance score. Oh, sign me up. Okay, so my mug, yes, it has tentacles. I have an obsession with octopuses. So this is by a company called Ironworks. She's out of Maryland. She's up there, up north, like way far away from me, but she does ship, obviously. It's beautiful. She's on Etsy, right? Beautiful mugs. You gotta love a good mug. I'm addicted. Update 3 times a day, Jennifer. Goodness gracious. Oh, goodness me. Junie, love that. And for me, it's opposite. I update it constantly. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, so did you update it already, Hannah? Did you already update? Walton, you've got 674. Score. Blue, 135. That is amazing. See, 135. Those are quality words. I love that quality. Love it. I know. You guys, it's like, you gotta love it. I know. Nice. I know. I love my mugs. I do. I love my mugs. Okay. Asteria, the badge I always want and never get is to hit par every day. You already failed this year. Man, why is it that we have this obsession with earning these ridiculous little digital badges? They're not even real stickers. They're not even real. It's digital. It's on a website. We can't touch it, but we still got to try. It's ridiculous. I know, but I'm right there with you. Okay. You're guilty. Jennifer, I use the NaNoWriMo Scrivener template, so it's really easy to update. Beautiful. I love that. Hannah just updated. Good girl. Oh my goodness. 340. Rock on. I love it. I have doing something outside my well, good. it's good to try something different, especially during Nano. Why not? Blue, it makes me feel something. It really does, right? Junie missed writing par. Y'all, I did too. There was a day I only wrote like 200 words. It happens to everybody. It's fine. Percy, I wish they sent stickers for the ones we got. I know. How cool would that be if, like, at the end, if they tallied up the badges that you earned and then we actually got those stickers? Y'all, I think I would actually work harder. Is that sad? Is that sad that even as like a full-fledged adult, I think I would work harder just to get the real stickers? Oh, do I feel pathetic now? Oh no, Danielle filled the part one by 54 words. Yet, oh my goodness. That's why I put in the fake 1667 for the day it didn't log, because I want that par badge. Ma'am, that is cheating. All love. No judgment. No judgment. Hannah, I want the badge. I know. I'm telling you, it's something about, like, maybe it was the sticker charts that we grew up with. I mean, honestly, I think that's half of it. Amy, I strategically decided to not do Nano this year because I can only ever finish books without the explicit pressure. You know, I get that too. I really do. Like, I totally get it. I tell you what, like, the first year I did Nano, I think I specifically did it to try to get the discount code for Scrivener, right? So like November 1st, I signed up for Scrivener for the trial, the 30-day trial. And then I did win, luckily, go me, high five. And I did get the discount code, and then I downloaded Scrivener and I loved it. And I use it in dark mode. If you haven't tried dark mode on like all of the word processors, loved it. Especially when you stare at screens all day. It's really nice to have dark mode on there. But yeah, I think that was the main reason. And I have one Nano each time I've done it. This is year 6 for me. This is my 6th year doing Nano. There you go. Yeah. Junie, I may be taking my other 2 writing projects that are handwritten. Oh, and carry them forward. You go, kid. Like, you do you. That's tough. Handwritten projects. People still do that? Oh my goodness. That, you know, I think it was from handwriting so much in school. I've got like a permanent bump on my finger, right? From like squeezing the pen so hard, right? CT Wood, writing is such a big project that it's really nice to get a little good job along the way, since it takes long to get a big good job. Yep, absolutely. I think that is it. And especially when you're doing Nano, you know, like, not everybody knows what Nano is. And I know we're all spreading the word, but at the same time, it's really difficult. Like, a lot of people don't know what it is. And then you're going through this massive thing and people are just like, what are you doing? Why are you so stressed out? Well, November's already stressful enough. We know that it's stressful enough, right? I mean, like, our buddies in Canada don't have to go through this. Show offs. But yeah, we've got Thanksgiving here in the States. In like that last full week of November, we have Thanksgiving, which is like a major holiday that people take off to be grateful for friends and family. And yeah, it makes it really difficult to get all of your writing in. It just does. Hannah, I think I did get the daily 1667 badge the year I won. That was 2018. I haven't written much since. Rusty, well, you know, just oil can it. You'll be fine, right? I didn't have a phone at the time I started them. Oh, my words. That makes sense. Okay. Handwriting because you don't have the phone. Yeah, Amy, you have that finger bump too? Okay, but is it on the middle finger or is it on your ring finger? Because that tells us a lot about you. Amy, Canadian. See, that's what I'm saying. Show off. You don't have to go through Thanksgiving. Junie had a friend turn her on to Nano. Sweet. Danielle, my husband was like, I'm so glad you're pushing yourself, but this is a very inopportune time to do this. It is. We don't get to choose that. Sorry. It's not up to us. Percy, high school teacher turned you on to Nano. Nice. All right. See, teachers, you got to love those. I cheated because I decided that knowing that I wrote the words is more important than which day I wrote them on. See, I totally agree with that. Having that badge and knowing I wrote the words is more valuable to me than doing it exactly how it was supposed to be done. See, we're going to call that being a rebel. We're just gonna call that being a nano rebel and not worrying about restrictions, right? I think that's really what it counts on. It's on your ring finger. Okay. When it's on your ring finger, let me get a pen. Okay, so when you're taught to write, you're supposed to write like this. But those of us with a bit of tism, we write like this. We put it on the ring finger. That's what it's telling you, Amy. That's what it's telling you. You think outside the box, don't you? You know how people feel without them telling you? It's because you have the bump on your ring finger and not on your middle finger. Gotcha. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So let's see. Hannah, honestly, I have to isolate this whole month to get my draft written. I take Thanksgiving Day off and write extra to prepare for it. Otherwise, yes. Okay, so that's the thing too that I talk to people all about. I'm like, it's like an average of 63 words, but pay attention to the fact you're going to be taking some time off. Like, what if you get sick? Y'all, you cannot plan for this. You might get sick. Goodness knows you're going to take a weekend off. Like, brain is going to be fried at some point. Like, seriously, just plan for the fact that you probably are going to need a day or two off. Okay. So yeah, stock up words while you can. Absolutely. I feel you on that though, Hannah, because like I literally had to sit down and edit an entire manuscript today. Luckily it was a kid's book, but still it's intense, like intense focus. And you just got to be like, block out the entire world. So I totally feel you on that. Hand cramps, spend too much time. Yeah, the handwriting thing is hard because that is a lot of hand cramps. And that's why I put like the big fat things on our I'm getting old, okay? So I need like the big fat pencil that we used to have because these things get really small after a while, which is sad, right? Right the same way. Yeah, odd DH. Yep, exactly, Hannah. Exactly, there you go. Drowning music. Yeah, you know what? I got my headphones. My noise canceling headphones, absolutely. I totally feel you guys. Then you don't get the par badge. See, but that's the thing is that you go ahead and log the words so that you get par, and then you just load up, like you double up on the next day, right? Daniel, you work Wednesday through Sunday, the week of Thanksgiving, but you can write at work. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm an editor, so I'm usually working with manuscripts and books all day. But your cousin turned you on to Nano in 2016. I love that you guys know the year. I think that's so fun. Chicken scratches, sometimes you can't even read. You know, penmanship may just not be your strong suit. And that is the beauty of having keyboards. That is the beauty of having keyboards. You know, I heard that Stephen King types up his story and he usually has to write 2,000 words by lunch. And then when he goes through the editing process, he actually just rewrites it, which twice. So he takes the manuscript that's on the screen and then he handwrites it. And then he takes his handwriting and then he retypes it. So he actually does like a full rewrite twice. That's a little intense. And how do we still get these giant honkers of books? That's because he doesn't allow editors to really edit anything. You are welcome. The more you know. Fun fact. ADHD writer too. Plus I have dyslexia. Oh, that's gotta be joyous. That's gotta be a lot of fun. Do you use talk to text? Like, I can only imagine how frustrating that is. Did my first Nano in 2009 and I have chicken scratch as well. This is why we type, people. This is why we type. I was almost published once. I love that. I really do. I love that so much. I think they're the same headphones. I don't know. Sony X, I don't know. It's going to make me check these things. They're Sony's. It says Sony. I don't know. Man, my reading glasses are going to get a workout. I don't know, people. I don't know, but they're lovely. They're very squishy. They block out sound. I love them. I can't focus without them either. I hear all the little sounds, which is extremely distracting. So they're very helpful. Let's see. Oh goodness. Okay. Why is it in the middle of Nano suddenly I get messages from people who wanted editing services back then, and now I have a bunch of projects on my desk and now they want editing? Right when I've got a bunch of other projects. When it rains, it pours, people. All right. Are y'all ready for another 15 minutes? Are you ready? I rely so much on the read aloud feature of Word to edit my stuff. As an audiobook listener, I can't just work with my eyes anymore. Absolutely. Oh, my words. I love the fact that we have so many options for this stuff. You have to have different options for how to make these kinds of things work for you. So yeah, I love the fact that there's speech to text. I love the fact that we've got, typing instead of having to handwrite. Can you imagine back in the day when everybody had to handwrite this mess? Oh my words. Are you all editing as you write? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Or just madly pushing the story forward and doing it later. We do not edit during Nano. That's a whole lot of no. Okay, there's no editing during Nano. You don't delete a scene. You don't delete anything unless you spell the word wrong and then you respell. There is no editing that happens during Nano. That's for later, right? You just brain dump your story now, you get the zero draft out during Nano, and then in December you let it sit, just don't touch it, and then in January you can pick it up again, read it, do a little bit of stuff, and then you can send it to somebody like me who's an editor, and I'll help you fix it, right? Yes, Walton, you keep writing while we're talking. I don't care. No, you go, kid. I think those are yeah. I don't know. Rain supports for foster care case managers. Oh, don't ask me why it just does. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no editing. See, Danielle, negative. No. I always forgot to put my phones on focus mode. I do too. Gotta do that because people text me just all the time. Katie, I might go back and change a few words and it helps me, but I've been doing this for years. See, just a couple words, just a couple. I'm always yelling at my PC. I have a terrible time of just letting it flow. It can be difficult. Guess I'm just old fashioned. I literally handwriting in a notebook. You do you. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. There's no wrong way in a notebook night. Yeah, see, can you imagine that? I think it's funny because all of us writers, we love those notebooks that are filled with handwriting. It's just the effort to make that happen. It's really, really difficult. Who was it? I just heard say drafting is like dumping sand into a sandbox. Editing is building a sandcastle. I think that's a beautiful description of it. It really is. That's really what it is. And it's funny too, because when you have that friend who keeps just rewriting chapter 1, we say they're playing in their sandbox. So I completely agree with that one. I deleted something like 1,500 words day 1 and scared my ML to death. She begged me to press Control Z, so I did and didn't. Yeah, okay, don't delete anything. You can make it a different color and say delete later. That's fine. Don't you dare delete that. Those words count. Okay. So yeah, don't worry about that kind of deleting stuff. Worry about that later. But again, you can type just total junk and just say in parentheses, delete later. No editing. Cannot let myself edit while drafting. Absolutely get overwhelmed. It makes a difference for how the story goes. It's true. I was editing as I wrote, but then I'd get too fussy and not exactly. I keep a doc of notes for all the developmental edits for yes, developmental edits. I love seeing that. I killed off a character, but it was a fade to black, and I might come back and have her live. I just plan to pick up right after that scene. Nice. Strike through, don't delete. Use a screen reader so it will read all the words. Beautiful. Better. Word puke it at all times. Yes, that is Nano. I'm glad I changed the scene. I did. The flow is see, and again, you can just say, put the whole thing in brackets and parentheses and just say delete. Junk. Not liking it. Whatever. Then you're welcome for hosting this. Jump off. Cool. I hope we see you at another one. I'll be here every single Monday throughout Nano. And then, it's made me feel a lot better. No problem, Jen. No problem. Don't delete it. Okay. Don't delete it. Oh, you guys. Okay. So the next prompt, this one's actually kind of funny. And if you're trying to not kill off your character, this actually might come in handy. All right. So this is another one of those random meme things that came up on my feed. It is a bottle of lotion on one side. It is Garnier Ultimate Blends Hand Restoring Cream, Honey Treasures. That's the name of the lotion. And then at the bottom, it says, maybe this will work. Okay. The other side of this picture is somebody with a tattooed arm and no hand with the lotion rubbed on the end of the arm. And it says, nothing's happened. I want my money back. Y'all, I just can't. Okay, so this is the prompt. I love dark sense of humor. I love this. It's hilarious. I want my money back. It is Garnier Hand Restoring Cream. And it did not put the person's hand back. Oh, I just can't. Y'all, I just can't. Oh my goodness. Erin, for once, my job is helpful with this novel. One of the characters ends up as a foster parent, so working as a foster care case manager helps me. Absolutely. You know what the details are. Junie, the difference between taking a car into the woods and a train. Color coding is so helpful as I draft. So later, we can spot the big issues to fix. I'm assuming, yep, probably, yeah. All right, yeah, I did it for last night. Yeah, like y'all, be careful with that delete button. Tread lightly. All right, so we are going to put 15 minutes on the clock. I love this so much. All right, 15 minutes are on the clock. This is our prompt, the hand restoring cream. You can't make this stuff up. I love it so much. All right, open your documents. Warm up your hands. Get it ready. All the things, right? All right, I'm going to start. We're going to put up the banner. All right, 15-minute timer in progress. Get your Word documents ready, set, go. 10 minutes. 5 minutes. Thirty seconds. All right, that's time. Get your word counts. Ooh. All right. I got 1,002 on that one. Fast fingers. All right, what did I get for the night? 1908 for the night. That is acceptable. All right. Update your word counts. Update. Pushing the plus button right now. Update progress. Okay. Sweet. Update your word counts. Don't forget to update word counts. All right, let's see. Color code. Oh, you obviously, we know that you're not from America because color has a U in it. Yes, not from the States. I love that. My study is taking place in Fantasy Hair Salon. Ooh, I think I can incorporate some magical lotion. Absolutely. 422 words, 334, 386, 232, 415. And you got distracted from moonshine cherries. Worth it. Okay. Downside, I don't see the downside to that. I'm sorry. Where's the downside? 556, 178. Rock on. Took 10 minutes for a snack. But you got 232. I love that. Come on, Junie. What'd you get? Don't give us a hee-hee. Where's the moonshine? Yeah, see, all of us want to know. Told you. Yeah, I'm in Texas. We need to know where the moonshine is. 6:59. Sweet, you guys. I love this. Didn't use the prompt. I had a scene that needed to be written. Oh, it needed to be written, and now it has been written. Love your energy. Thanks. Hot chocolate. 421. Rock on. Working on my main story. Love that. Working on the main project. Sweet. Mm-hmm. Oh, you guys. So I'm telling you, I love the prompt bag. I love it. It's always fun. It's still not done. Ooh, so there's more to it. I want to know. Erin, I could use moonshine and whiskey. Either works. Not wrong. Blue, 161. Better than the last time. Yeah, absolutely. Danielle, haha, Old Smoky moonshine cherries. They have more than cherries on top. Yes, they do. And I actually went to Old Smoky in Tennessee. It was a lot of fun. They let you do a whole tasting thing, by the way. And then they even have little mini jars. These are the things you learn while traveling. Okay. They have big mason jars. They have mini mason jars. They have everything. 556. Sweet. Word count twins. Twinkies. Oh, Junie. Now I'm not sure how far I should take a scene. Oh, that came up all the way. Take it all the way. Today my word count is low, but I'm happy I finished 2 scenes. Rock on, 2 scenes. That gets you closer to that finish line. Word count twins. Feels a little steamy. Everyone loves that. Nobody's going to tell you not to take that farther. And remember, the more you write on the page, the more that we get to edit later. And you cannot edit a blank page. So put it on there. We want all the details, all of them. 660, actually, this is the second time I've accidentally left out a word today. I love that. All the ways, always the answer. Absolutely. Anybody who tells you differently is selling insurance, okay? I wasn't planning on it happening today, but if I can write 990 more words, I'll hit a big milestone. Katie, get to it. Nobody's holding you back now. Come on, you got this. Yeah, see, everybody, especially when it's steamy, steam it up. Okay. And I think, is this just like the raise your hand if you're an ACOTAR girly? Is that what I'm saying? Okay, so everybody who's saying this, have you all read Haunting Adeline? No. Do we all have the same bookcases? Is this what I'm saying? Many peppers, more steam. Okay, kindred spirits, absolutely. See, we all feel this. All of us love this. Almost to 12K words this month. Yes, Erin. 283. I love it, you guys. We've got all of this. I love it. So many words. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. Okay. I don't read spicy books. Katie, no judgment. No judgment. You don't have to read spicy books. There's still books out there with regular plots. The people keep their clothes on. Don't worry, I read those too. We don't just read spicy books around here. I have a very well-rounded library. Something to offend everyone. The only spoiler, Ty and Ollie are both guys and the main characters. Oh, I love it. Haunting Adeline never made it onto my shelf. I started down the dark romance read and then found my way back to spy. I do not blame you. Y'all, Haunting Adeline, that's a different level. Different level. Go back to the rom-coms. Go back to where it's safe. Trust me. Trust me. Go back to where it's safe. Percy, I only made it to 4.5K word only. I'm sorry. Only? You need to delete the only. 4.5K words this month. But for my first name, I'm just happy I'm consistently writing. 4.5K? Nice. Hannah, yes. All caps. I read Haunting Adeline. Loved it. Are you ready for Hunting Adeline? Because that one's next. It gets darker. Reading fourth ring right now. Ooh, do you already have Iron Flame or not? Have you already gotten the second book? Guess which one's Kitsune? I can't guess. You have to tell us. But I do enjoy people's reactions. Yes. Yeah, the reactions are the best part. Have y'all seen Mercedes on TikTok? She does all the reactions as she's reading. I love it. It's so much fun. It's not even that dark. Not anymore. Den of Vipers. That's when I think, oh, have I read Den of Vipers? I don't think I've read Den of Vipers. I have not read Den of Vipers. I need to read that one. I'm reading, what is it? Court of the Vampire Queen right now. Katie Roberts. Very fun. Trying to write dark romance with this project, but I keep falling back on rom-com. Why? Don't know why. You know why? You know why? Because you're having fun writing. You're having fun with it. And that's a good thing. Don't diss the rom-com. We love a good rom-com. You can, and then that way it balances out. You've got a little comic relief. You've got a little saucy spiciness. It's beautiful. It's a nice balance, y'all. All right, T. Walton, I'm at 15,386 words this month. Girl, nice. I'm just assuming you're a girl because it's pink. That's a big assumption on my part. And I apologize if you're a dude over there. Dude. Either way, it's cool. All right, let's see. Hannah, 80% of the books I read are dark romance. I don't blame you. Everybody has their flavors. Danielle, that's the 4-to-1 ratio. I love that. 4,563 words today. Nicely done. I love that. Katie, I read a lot of fantasy. Same. Some sci-fi and mysteries. Same. Amy, I thought I was going to write a dark romance, but it turned into a spicy rom-com series. So yes, I love that. Rom-com is comfort reading. Yes, I do. I love a good rom-com. Y'all, You've Got Mail is my favorite movie of all time. Sign me up. Hannah, I haven't yet. Curious to see if I'll finally find my dark romance limit with Hunting Adeline. May the force be with you. May the force be with you. You go with it. Just go with it. Junie, loved it. Wait, you were the one who checked it out from the library. I did not check anything out from the library. I'm really bad about that, actually. I don't check things out from the library. I just buy them. I do. I buy them. And then, especially if it's something, so I teach book analysis for teenagers and stuff. So I read things like this for class, and then I annotate the crap out of them sometimes because I have to teach it. So a lot of my books, I just end up writing in. No judgment-free zone. To each their own. I'm a they. Okay. All right. T. Walton, they love it. You got it. All right. More fan fictions than I probably should. Is it too much for a fanfic? I don't know. If you do fan fiction right and it's not blatantly obvious, go with it. Go with it. Jeannie, my favorite series is Airborne. Ooh. Okay. Well, now I got to write that down, damn it. Airborne by All right. Airborne by Kenneth Opel. Is that how we pronounce it? I don't know. Hannah, true. Maybe my project needs the comic relief. And honestly, I am having fun. Well, see, if you're having fun, then what's it matter? Just let the fun go. See if you would. I'm at 10,386 words. Rock on. I love this, you guys. Seriously, so much. Amy gasps as a librarian. I'm sorry. Okay, so I do love okay. I feel like I need to explain myself. All right. So there are also a couple of libraries up in the north of Houston area, okay, that have bookstores in the library where you can actually buy books that people have donated, and then that money goes into the library system. That's what I do a lot of times too. Like a lot. I actually built 2 home libraries with thousands of books by shopping at the library bookstores. And yeah, so why did I build 2 libraries? Well, because my first one got flooded. Thanks, Hurricane Harvey. So yeah, I actually love buying books from my library, but I don't borrow them because I always take forever. I'm a very slow reader. So that's why I don't often use books from the library, because I would be that person who would like hold on to the book and it needs to be returned and other people are waiting. And yeah, I just sit there with it. I'm sorry. So it's usually safer for other readers if I just borrow it. Now I do love Libby because you can get audiobooks on your phone, and that is amazing. So yes, I do use Libby on my phone for audiobooks. Don't be mad at me. Hannah, I'm a Kindle girly, but I have Hoopla and Libby. Yeah, exactly. And I have a Kindle, y'all. Okay. So my book club is called Book Nerd University. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, the whole deal. But I literally am a book nerd. I'm like a professional book nerd. I have them on audio, Kindle, paperback, hardbacks. I have all the different versions of books. Like, yeah, sun up to sundown. It's really just human up to human down. It's all books all the time. Fun is the most important part. Exactly, T. I love this. Nightshade. Oh man, Junie, Nightshade series. Not gonna write more down. Nightshade series. Is anybody else keeping these notes? If it makes you feel any better, I'm supposed to write a horror, and it's giving me coming of age for adults. That's just a little too close to home, Jen. As somebody approaching 40, that's kind of hard. That's not. Oh, Percy, I also struggle checking out a library too. I love the concept of libraries, but as an ADHD person, it really does stress me out. Same. It really stresses me out. And I am a person who I covet books. Okay. So like once I touch it, like it's mine, like no touchy. So yeah, I'm the same way. Having my own personal library is my only material goal in life. So I buy. I feel you. The flooded light. So I flooded twice, actually. My first time I flooded, I got 3 feet of water. And my second time I got 5 feet of water. So yeah, that was really, really rough. You just love owning them. See, there's nothing wrong with that. And then, so just like I got called out earlier, I actually had a little free library. And so I would constantly donate stuff to my little free library. And then every year I would have a book and mug swap at the beginning of December. And I'd bring out everything that hadn't found a home. And I would like give books away to everybody. And whatever was not taken home that day with like the massive load of books was taken to, women's shelters donations or to the library as a donation. So everything found a new home. It was great. And we clean everything out and start fresh for the new year. Oh, flood. I hate that word, Aaron. We had multiple dams fail up here in Michigan just over 3 years ago that led to a 100-year flood. So Hurricane Harvey was considered a 100-year flood. But then the year before, we also had Memorial Day flood or tax day floods as well. It was rough. Like I literally... I'm not allowed to paint baseboards. I just finished painting baseboards and we flooded the first time. And then a year later, I had just finished painting the baseboards and it flooded the next day. I don't touch baseboards anymore. I mean, I clean them, but I don't paint them. Everyone is on there with a full cast reading. Ooh, okay. Libby, Hoopla. I read way too much for Hoopla to keep up with me. See, I'm a bookworm and a book collector, 2 related but not the same hobbies. Yes. So bookworm. So the book collector is called a book dragon. You collect them. It's a hoard. It's a hoard. It's book dragon. So you're a bookworm and a book dragon. Same. Hannah, going to a library book sale tomorrow. Oh, I hope to find some good non-fics or fantasy research. Witchy mythology. Ooh, yeah. So actually, fun story. I had a bunch of witchy books with me that I was doing some research for a project a couple of nanos ago. And I got some really interesting looks from the people next to me. I like set up all my books around me and they're all like symbols and, you know, the seasons and the holidays and spells. And yeah, like really scared some people. It was hilarious because like they were up in the suburbs and just not used to stuff like that. It was awesome. It was an amazing life experience. It was a lot of fun. Oh, Judy, approaching 30 at 28 currently. You're going to love it. You stop caring after 30. You just don't care. And you don't know why you don't care, but you just don't. Morrow by Brittany Weaver, or Butcher and Blackbird, how Arden narrated Butcher and Blackbird. But do I have to write? Oh, man. Okay. Hold on. Morrow. Bye. Y'all, when I talk about my tea bearer is way too long. This is it. Do you pet your book spines, stroking them lovingly, glancing side to side and saying, my precious? You know, it's not that it doesn't happen. It's not that it doesn't happen, but there are some times where you just kind of sit there and like you take it in and like you look at the different books and you just remember the feeling of reading it. And yes, I do reread books, so I do that too. But there's also a smell that comes with old books. I'm not even kidding. If you know, you know. But I do, yes. Okay, so I do pet my book spines. I do. Or even when you go to the bookstore, do you touch each of the books that you have? Or is that just me? We're good. Katie, I might have done that with a book or three. Judy, I wish there were more steampunk stories out to enjoy. Absolutely. If you want to read it, then write it. Absolutely. Hannah, I'm a book dragon. I hoard books. Will I manage to read them all? Join us next week when we find out just how far we're not along on our TBR. Yeah. Ooh, Junie. T. Walton writes steampunk. Look at that. Match made in heaven. Joe Arden. Why? I have to write this down. Oh, man. Now I have to research all this mess. Okay. All right, Joe Arden. Oh, the Scary Witchy books. Yeah. All the scary stuff. Two of my other projects are, Junie, I have no clue why one of my stories goes back to school. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they need to. Right? Sometimes it's metaphorical. Sometimes it's literal. Oh, to write steampunk. Well, you should write some too and she'll read it. See, and that's what I was saying. I'm like, if you want to read it, then write it. Absolutely. And that's some of the stuff too. They're constantly like, oh, if you want to read the book, you should write. You should actually, because that means that you have an interest in it, which means you're willing to do the research on it, which means you're going to find out about it, which means you're already in the mood, which means you can totally write it because you already enjoy reading it. What's not to love? Absolutely. All right, you guys, it's been a long day. In case you didn't know, I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. It's been a long day. I had to take my dog out at 2 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't get back to bed, right? Yeah, so I actually recorded a week 1 like check-in earlier for the channel just because it's been an insane day. Katie, Phil, and Kaja, oh gosh, I'm going to butcher these names, have novelized versions of some of their wed comic Girl Genius, all to read for free online, over 20 years worth. They call it a gas lamp fantasy, but it is kind of steampunk. There it is. See, this is the community right here. I started writing witchy books and found that Wicca is giving my mental health a boost too. Spirituality helps me for writing and meditation. Absolutely, right? I'm actually going to a friend's house on Wednesday to help her clean out some bad energy. So I feel you. Yeah, it's nice to know that there's stuff out there, y'all. Never stop researching everything. Learn anything, research anything. You are this hyped right now, even though I've been up since 2. Yes, and I'm in Central Time Zone, Texas. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Most of my stories seem to all have vampires. Ooh, that is saucy. I like that. And do they sparkle though? That's like the ever going question. Do they sparkle? Okay. You are welcome, Percy. You're welcome. Like I said, I'm going to be here every Monday, you guys. Every Monday evening, because it is evening for me. I don't know where you guys are. Oh, okay, there you go. Same time zone. There you go. Thus the woe. I love that. Yes. Yeah, I've been up since 2. I have a very large dog with a very small bladder, apparently, because he had to go out at 2 o'clock. And once I'm up and walking around, that's it. I'm up. So yeah, and I didn't get a nap today because you want to see my list of things I did today? Oh, there it is, handwritten. That's the most handwriting I do in a day pretty much now, is keeping track of what I did today. And so yeah, it's a very long list of things I accomplished, but I'm very proud of myself. Go me. So yeah, I'll be here every single Monday evening, the same time we started today, through all of Nano. So I hope I get to see you guys next week. I would love to have you guys back. Like seriously, I loved just learning about you guys and writing with y'all. Love it. Can't wait to see you guys next Monday. Have a great evening. Welcome to the channel. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, you guys.